hot mess. All right, I'm going to give this a couple minutes, Facebook. Let Facebook do its thing. Happy Friday. So let me just get everything ready. Okay. So let me just get this going. Let me get my Facebook up on here, just make sure everything's good. Good afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Kat Abram coming in live from San Lorenzo. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday afternoon. I wanted to come on here this afternoon. Hey, Hattie, how's it going? I wanted to come on here this afternoon and I wanted to hang out with a special guest of mine. This person you guys have seen before, but I wanted to bring this person onto my channel, my video channel, just to share his story about, you know, the journey that he and his wife have gone on with this hope dealing company that we have. So I am going to see if he's on here. I could have sworn I saw him on here, and I will go ahead and bring him on. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So let me go ahead and add pre-Saturday. Hello, hello.
How's it going? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. How's it going, Mr. Mike?
Pretty good. Just got the kids set up with their dinner. Okay. Mommy's on the way to work.
Uh-oh. All right. So I don't want to take too much of your time, but I do want to bring you on as a special guest. You know, a lot of people have heard, you know, your story, your wife's story. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to bring your wife on camera because she's too shy, she said, so far. So I wanted to bring the other half of the Castillo team on here. So I wanted you to briefly introduce yourself and a little bit about you and, you know, a little bit about your wife and what you guys do, and then we'll go from there.
Name is Mike Castillo, North Houston, Texas. My wife, Roseanne, she's been working the graveyard shift. She's a RN, registered nurse. And right now she is doing something different. She's doing 4 10 hours.
Sorry.
Okay. Mine are louder, trust me. They just got their mouths full. But
they were fine
so my wife
until I came on camera.
Mine are way louder. Don't worry, don't sweat. Yeah, so she's off to hello.
Say hi. Okay.
Hi.
So look at Uncle Mike, okay? Okay.
So yeah, so their mommy, my wife, is going to do a 10-hour shift. So she does that 4 nights a week. So she's off 3 nights.
Okay.
Yeah, she gets home like 8 in the morning. I work I start at 7:30. I actually cover the Eastern time zone with my team.
Okay.
My company is in the East Coast in Maryland. So the rest of my team, I start at 7:30. They start 8:30 there. So that's like a 9-hour thing because we got an hour lunch. So that's my full-time daily thing. So it's tech support with our software.
Okay.
And you know, I've been there 19 years.
Oh wow. So pretty stable. Pretty stable. Pretty stable
so
job.
Yeah, my wife, when she was just recapping me because I was just asking us, like, how did we really get started with this? Did we start with I don't even remember if it's the tubs or the little packets.
Right.
She's like, no, we went ahead with a tub first.
Right.
And then she was telling me, yeah, after 3 days, I felt the difference. She just told me this like recently. She already felt like it's really good and she felt alive and, you know, the energy and all that, not even the weight loss. Yeah, 3 days. After 3 days, that's when she went ahead and got the business builder pack, you know.
Right.
She went with the tubs right away.
Right.
You know? Okay. So she jumped right into it, and because she believes in it, she believes in herself and her ability to, you know, to be able to help people with their health, and that, you know, she got that positive mentality that she can do this in her spare time. And initially with me, you know, I'm not on board, even though I know it works. I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I got my full-time job. I can't devote any more time to something else.
Right.
You know, so initially that's the business part is like we're kind of divided because I'm like, okay, I'm going to let her fly. I'm just going to get into an argument with her.
Right.
If I go against a good cause, it's a good cause. You know, she wants to do this, but I can't back her up with my 100%, even though I believe in the product. There's not much I can do thinking I
You're
can't do it if I can't be 100% in it.
right, right.
You know.
So being that you alluded a little bit on it, being a full-time, employee, busy father, and I know you play Mr. Mom at night because she did say she works graveyard, with your kids, and having a wife that's a full-time nurse. How did you, as a couple, after you decided this was something that would work for you and that you could manage it, how did you guys fit this into your busy schedules, your busy lives?
Yeah, that takes a lot of coordination, and because we have to figure out like, okay, when are we off?
Right.
You know, when do you have time? Like, it could be a lunch break, or it could be the night that she's off, or it could be weekends right after doing things with the kids. So we just have to commit to that, and we have to synchronize our calendars when we have something for this business. We have to commit to it because people could be in the Philippines, people could be like other places in other countries with different time zones. So we really have to find that we have to make time basically
Right.
because there's always free time. But what we do with that free time, that's the thing that matters because some people have two jobs, right?
Exactly.
So and they can do it. So it depends on coordinating our free time so that we could do what we need to do for the business, whether it's to meet with prospect, whether it's to meet with the team members and do some presentation or training. Though it's basically make time.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys, do you guys even see each other? You work the daytime, she works the nighttime. Do you guys see each other besides in passing?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She gets home at 8, so she's here, and I'm in the office, and she's hanging out with the kids before they go to school.
Right.
So yeah, we have breakfast, we have dinner, we can have dinner, but we
Oh, okay. So you
sometimes
guys
we
actually sit down
yeah
as a family.
because she leaves about 8 and she's
Okay.
gone from 8 to 8. So
Mm,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner we see each other. Yeah.
nice. Being, that you guys have, she's a full-time RN and then you're full-time IT, 2 months into the company, you guys were able to achieve a prestigious rank, right? You guys reached diamond. What would you say contributed to the newfound success you guys had having no experience, either one of you, in the network marketing industry?
Yeah, a great part of that is just her determination. Because for a while I was just like, while she was getting there, I'm just doing the bare minimum to help her. But like she really hustled and made a lot of contacts and stayed positive. There's times where like, oh, who's next? What's next? But she just was determined because she believed in the good that the product brings into people's lives.
Right,
And the comp plan, you can't beat that. So, but that's not even the main thing. The fact that it works
right,
and the fact that you're doing something for someone for their health,
exactly.
the byproduct is like it happens. The business part, the income part, that happens when you have a truly good intention to help someone else. So it made that uh, I guess not the main focus, but like the fact that you're kind of getting people to the healthier state, and that's kind of goes hand in hand with her mission with her career. Like that's her.
Exactly, and I was just going to say that being that she is, in the healthcare and she is a nurse, it's
Yeah.
part of her nature to already care about people and then to care about their health. So why not add something, that's as simple as sipping coffee, right? So, I just wanted people to hear, how two people with no experience at all in the network marketing within 2 months was able to achieve a prestigious rank. But going based off of that, for people that have watched Roseanne's journey, well, first of all, how much weight have you lost and how much weight has Roseanne lost being, that you guys are on these products?
Up to now, she's more than 20, like
No.
a little above 20. With me, it's like 24, 25. Yeah, right? But when
Right,
it fluctuates up and down like normal, it's still around that range.
right.
So yeah, she was able to go back and got lower than her pre-pregnancy weight.
Nice.
before the
And
two
being
kids.
that
Yeah,
she
she's
does
one.
work graveyard, do you notice, a difference in her energy when she comes home or while she's at work,
Oh,
her mood?
totally.
Because,
Yeah.
being graveyard, that's hard. That's hard shit.
Yeah, because typically before having this coffee in our life, of course you get home, you're so tired that
Right.
someone says something wrong, and that's already, the start of something. So you
Yeah.
have to tiptoe. Before I have to tiptoe and be like, what should I say? How should I say? It's like sometimes it could be harmless in my mind, but in like to her, it's like she's tired and not in the mood for a confrontation. But sometimes any conversation could start, and with me too. I think we're both back like have that type A, like that we both want to be like in control and
Right,
pushing
right.
buttons, but this actually mellowed both of us out, and the fact that we know that now I'm in it with her, like I believe in it too. It's like my mindset changed when I realized, well, it is really helping a lot of people, and with the little thing that you can do that I can do, I just have to focus on, if I have an hour free time, that whole 100 hours, I just have to focus on my creativity and my effort on what needs to be done that we are doing together.
Right.
So that's basically it.
And you touched base on creativity. Speaking of which, when people go on your page and they see your post, your posts are, it does talk about the products and stuff, but you have developed characters with your toilet bowl cup. You have developed characters which I find really interesting, and it's like a playful part of you. It's like, how did you come up with Goof Dog? And where is he at the moment, and where are all the songs he's supposed to be releasing because of this product?
Elixir sips a lot. Because basically it's like a lot of I'm music, basically music.
Right,
I'm open to all kinds of music,
right,
and sometimes when I hear something catchy, I'm like, oh, how does that tie into this?
right,
It's
right.
just
No, and
music and pop culture.
right. I mean, I just want people to see that, it is a business, but you don't have to be so serious about it. You don't have to be like straight faced about it. And you're one of those people that has fun with it. Like right now you're sipping out of a toilet bowl cup, so it's one of those things where, people, they have this mentality that, oh, okay, it's a business. I have to be straightforward. I cannot have fun. But you see with this company, we all just laugh about things. We're all just hanging out. We're all just, laughing with each other. It doesn't even feel like work. So for the people that are watching and people that have been following you or Roseanne and both of your journeys, and they think, okay, maybe this is possibly something I want to talk to Mike about or something I want to talk to Roseanne about, but I don't have time. What would you say to those people, being that, you and your wife are on opposite schedules, you both work full-time shifts, you both have to take care of your children and of each other, and you guys made it happen for yourselves in 2 months? What do you say to those people that say, I don't have time for this?
Well, the thing is, we also thought that. But when you find something worthwhile, and then everybody is going to find free time in their lives, like whether it's doing something, they
No.
just don't realize that they do have that free time.
Right.
When you find something, basically, we're still keeping, the priorities the same, like her job and my job. Those are still priorities because this job, Dave Jordan is not about making us choose priorities. So
Right.
that's the important part. Is like you don't have to change priorities, but what you have to change is what your second priority is when you have the free time to do it.
Right.
So like, what's the next important thing that you think is going to help the greater good, more people? I mean, you could be a good person and just do your job and be nice, but like we can do more. So the free time that we can find, let's rock and roll. Let's make this available to everybody. It could change
Exactly.
my health. A lot of people are in the same boat as me with a lot of medication. So.
Exactly. And from the medications, how many medications were you on before you started, and how many medications are you on now that you're on the product?
Oh, there were three. So there's one for high cholesterol, one for would be pre-diabetic condition. Basically, I'm just not insulin dependent.
Right.
Another one for uric acid or like gout prevention. So those three. But since all the levels have gone down, one of them got decreased within the first month of
Nice.
that. And
Nice.
then in the coming week here, I'm going to have another test. I'm going to find out if it's even going to be decreased lower, or if some of
Mhm.
them be taken off. So I'm looking forward to that test. But even if
Nice.
without the test, I feel better already. Oh, one thing that's kind of brought up to me, to my attention, it's like my allergy shots.
Okay.
I have not taken my allergy shot since March.
Wow.
I looked at the little bottles as I was cleaning the fridge. I'm like, these are expired. How come I didn't have any sinus issues and breathing issues through one nostril when you're sleeping? Because sometimes, that's what allergies do.
Right.
Burning eyes, watery eyes, and So I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? So with the products that we have, I'm like, holy crap, I'm taking those that were given to the kids. So basically, it's the more detox, the immune boost, and the Prevail Max. We're religious with those things. So I'm like, that's what replaced my allergy serum. That I would take one in each arm, and it would itch like crazy because that's expected. So I haven't taken that. So hopefully I won't need it.
Nice, nice. And
I
again,
just noticed
for those
that's
of
one of
you
the.
watching, we don't make any medical claims. We don't claim that these products cure, treat, or, take away any of the diseases. We're just going based on personal testimonies, as Mike is speaking about his. And, we have seen that it has helped a lot of people. So, before we go, because I know your kids are eating and all that stuff, and my kids are like having a fit here. Before we go, what would you like to say to your viewers, or the viewers that they share this video with? What would you like to say to them about the products or the companies, if they've been thinking about it? What would you like to say to them?
Well, the products, there's really no doubt, based on all these testimonies that you'll see online, all these people that, they're not going to make that up. They're not going to doctor pictures, like it really works. But the thing is, when something works that well,
Right.
and people are going after the people who has it, like us, we're like being the hunters, like, oh, I need more of this. And sometimes we run out. When something works, it just makes it easier to think about, oh, okay, I mean, I could be the vehicle for people to get this. I'm helping them with their health, and it could be an opportunity too.
Right.
So like, the price of, I guess the reward for helping people is that you can make a little income, and the income you make, it depends on you. I mean, if you want to put out a couple $100 to help with things, but if you want a few thousand, that's possible too. That's the thing. It's like so flexible, depending on how you want to handle your free time, whether you're planning on exit strategy for your full-time job and make it your full-time job, or whether you want to keep both and juggle it, and you can do that. So you could, but as long as you know, the big thing is like you're doing it right. You could do it at your pace that you want,
Right.
or the intensity that you want based on your financial needs. But the thing is, you do it right and with a team that basically we hold everybody's hand. We had our hands held, and that's how we know how to do it right. So with that, that makes it so much easier. You're never gonna feel lost as long as you're plugged in and communicating with the team the whole time. And basically, also, this is probably minor, but not having had any previous misconceptions in our mind about, oh, I used to work and put a bad taste in my mouth. No, some people
Right.
did that. And even with the people that did that, those who said never again. And
Right.
this is basically changing the face of all the bad things about networking companies. And that's very rare. A product
Right.
that works, people that are said never again are there because it's worth it, because it works, because it's not just about people making tons of money. It's our priorities, like for our team, is helping other people with their health. And then if they want to turn it into an opportunity based on how intense they want to work, that's fine too. So it's just something different and something that works.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
I used to be one of those people, because I've been in network marketing for about 5 years. And, the companies I was with prior, they didn't resonate with me. And the last one I was with, although it's a good company and it's well known and they do have very good products, just the teamwork and the way it was running, it basically was one of those things where once you were in and you gave your all to the leader and they got what they needed, you were left behind.
Right,
So
right.
that was something where every month I would push and push and push, and I got nothing out of it. And so finally I was like, I can't do this no more. I gave up on it, and I was like, never again. I cannot do that to myself. I cannot do that to my family. And then I met Siv through Sal, right? I saw the journey through Sal, and then Siv talked to me about it and all that stuff. And it was one of those things where I was like, I don't know, because it's a network marketing company. It left a bad taste, like you said, in my mouth, but thankfully I did say yes, just like Siv did. Siv was gone in hiatus for 3 to 4 years, and he was never going to come back. But thankfully he did, and he created this contribution network for all of us that we are all part of now. And it enabled people like me to meet people like you and your wife, virtually. I haven't met you guys personally, but virtually. And had I not joined this company, I wouldn't know any of you guys, right? I wouldn't know you, I wouldn't know Siv, I wouldn't know Hattie or Jerry or Wolfie or anybody, So I'm very thankful that I did say yes to that. So I thank you so much, Mike, for your time. I know that your kids are eating. I know you still got to get the rest of your evening going. And I thank you for your time and sharing your story. And so for those viewers that are watching, thank you for your watching and giving us some of your Friday evening. If you found value in this video, please share it. If you are a friend of Mike and you have any questions about the products or the company, or you're a friend of his wife, Roseanne's, please reach out to one of them. If you're my friend, you know how to get hold of me, but we do appreciate you guys spending some of your Friday with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything you want to say before you go? Do you have an outro?
Yes, I do. So basically, people are smart. People are smart now with technology, right? So if you over Google something, you're gonna find probably not even a balance, but probably more negative about something. But I did that, and that's why at first I'm like, But then you get to know it, you dig deeper, and you really know that, well, this is actually good. Then all that goes away. There's always going to be bad things said about anything.
Right.
And the more you over Google things, you're just going to be more discouraged. But you got to believe in what you're doing and stay positive that you're doing something good.
Right.
So, like, I guess what I want to leave with people with this last time I was on live is like, if we open our minds to things or ideas that we don't know, so that's what happened, man. We just open our hearts to blessing other people that we haven't even met yet. They might need it more than us. That's it.
Exactly. And like Siv will always say, or Joan will always say, don't say no to what you don't know, right? At least give yourself the opportunity to ask questions, to ask for information, to just take a look at it. It's not gonna harm you in any way. It's not gonna cost you a thing to say, hey, Mike, I saw your video. Can you tell me a little bit more? It's not going to hurt you, and it might be, a blessing in disguise. You never know. For me, it had changed my life 360, and I've seen it help others, such as my friend Janice, who is bedridden, and now she's mobile and walking all over the place, traveling the world. So you never know what opportunity has for you. Just look into it. Don't pass it up. And like the saying goes, don't say no to what you don't know.
Even if it's just to ask us, right? It's like you don't have to be like jump in right away. Even if you're just curious and just want to know more, that's why we're here.
Exactly.
We're not going to drag you in if you peek your head in. We're not going to drag you in. Like,
right. Exactly. I mean, we don't judge. We're people who we truly care about. People. We're people of passion before profit. So our goal is just to help people, get better health, and to help you spread the word of hope. If you are looking for information, please reach out to Roseanne or to Mike or to myself if you're my friend. And information is just something that we're here to give. We don't pressure you into joining us. We don't try to sell. We don't try to do anything. If this is for you, then great. If it's not, great. No feelings hurt. But
keep an open mind. That's all. Open mind. Right?
Keep an open mind and just looking to see what it has to offer. You never know what could be right in front of you. So with that said, thank you so much, Mike, for spending some of your evening with me. I know you're a busy dad. Thank you to our viewers for tuning in. And, as I always say before I end every video, try and be a blessing to everyone, because you never know whose life you can change. Until the next video, we'll see you then. Good night. Bye, Mike. Thank you.
Good night. Bye.